All right, and hello everyone, and welcome to round number 17, the Chicago Ravens pregame show here on SESN. Well, tonight it's the Ravens and the Firebirds squaring off tonight in Arizona. Begins a two-game series. Of course, this will be over the off day, so no game tomorrow, but game on Tuesday. That will be back in Chicago against the Firebirds again. Part of this two-game series, but now let's talk more about what happened last night for both teams. Give me a moment. I need to adjust my script and stuff. Okay, here we go. Well, let's talk about last night. Well, the Akala Orbit beat the Chicago Ravens. They outlasted them 13-11. Final in 9 innings. JoJo with the win improves to 2-0 in the season. Leonidas with his second consecutive loss on the season, drops to 2-2 now. Chicago bats versus Akala pitching. They put up 18 hits, 2 home runs. They did play 11, struck out 9 times, walked none, double played no times, and left 7 on base. As we see that Jung for Yane had a 4 RBI night, 2 for 4 in the night with a home run, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, now batting .444, an OPS of 1.261, 2 home runs now, 8 RBI. And Vada, can't forget about him, 2 for 4 with 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 1 run scored, now batting .333 in the season, a 740 OPS. That was homer number 2, RBIs number 4. And finally, captain, my captain, Leonidas, the SESN pick, 4 for 5 in the night, 1 double, 2 runs scored, 1 strikeout, batting .366 in the season, an OPS of 1.183. That was the 6th double, 17 runs scored. And for the Firebirds, they got walked off by the Philadelphia Surge last night in Philadelphia. Ticks with the win, Curve with the loss, Velpux with the walk-off error. That was interesting. Well, some familiar faces come to town. Arizona's player MVP Jun now goes by Kazal. I don't really know to say. I'm just gonna keep calling him Jun. He did go by I Hate My Life and Koala Lord. Now he went 2 for 4 in the night, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 1 run scored, of now batting .395 in the season, OPS of 1.21. Whoa, ninja. That was home run number 4 in the season, and RBIs number 5 and 6. And praise be to Una. PraiseUna, another star batter, 2 for 2 in the night, 1 RBI, 1 home run, 2 runs scored, now batting .600 in the season, OPS of 2.3. Repeating, that was home run number 3 and RBIs 5 on the season as well. And finally, can't forget about the player manager, Icy Burger. 2 for 6 on the night, 2 RBIs, now batting .423 on the season, an OPS of 1.192. That was home run. Now he has 5 home runs on the season with 19 RBI. Well, we look at the head-to-head series. It begins tonight in Arizona. Tuesday night, we will be back in Chicago. That will be I believe, 8 p.m., a 9 p.m. start. And then in the far future, Chicago Ravens will be back at Chase Field in Arizona. That will be another 9 p.m. start. Well, let's look at tonight's probable starters presented to you by our friends over at Hardware Haven. It looks like tonight for the Chicago Ravens, it will be Leonidas in 8 games. He has a record of 2-2, ERA of 7.42, 32 strikeouts to 1 walk. For the Firebirds, this is an outdated slide, but it will be PraiseUna. Let me pull up the stats right here. I apologize. I did not have time. I just got home from my other stuff today, so no time to edit that. But as I look at PraiseUna stats, in 3 games has a record of 1-1, an ERA of 13.09, through 11 innings pitched, a whip of 2.55, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks to 61 batters faced, 16 earned runs. So, not saying this is a weak picture by any means, but this is definitely one that the Ravens should be taking advantage of. Well, as we look here, as I just get settled, I'm a little messy. Ninja did send a message after last night's loss in Chicago. I will give you basically the gist of what he said. I believe that this talk is necessary. He's going to get the ranting out of the way And he's saying basically they haven't been playing good right now, right? They dropped the last 4 games. It's not been going swell at all for them. So he said, just stop being distracted in fielding. Like, he's saying the fielding was mainly the point of contention. That was what they were struggling most with. He's saying, like, it's boring. Fielding is boring. It's like, yeah, let's just mess around, let's do this and that. But really, the reason why a lot of these runs are coming on, it's because of simple fielding errors that can be fixed if this team locks in and bears down. And that's basically what he was saying. He said, just because we're in the 2nd seed and still in prime position for the playoffs, that doesn't mean we should just, F around. We shouldn't just be laxy-daisy, So from now on, he said, like, let's just be locked in. Let's calm down, and just field better. Because one error can change a 1 and 2 out situation to bases loaded and a run scoring opportunity versus getting out of the inning. And I completely agree. As the stadium is being loaded in, I have to go back to the other part. And he says, fielding wins games. And I agree. Because if there were simple fielding mistakes that weren't made either on Friday night or Saturday night, the Ravens would have won the series. They would have swept the series. And ultimately, yeah, Ninja's right. The fielding is what was the Achilles heel for this Chicago team as we wait for starting lineups to be exchanged at home plate. Again, scheduled starters, it'll be Leo for the Ravens, and for the Firebirds, it'll be PraiseUna. So now that that is all out of the way, BB8 comes in. Hey, BB8, how you doing tonight? To all 13 or so of you watching, thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening here with me tonight at the ballpark. As we await for first pitch and starting lineups to be exchanged. This is where I called my first HCBB main league game in season 27. When I was still with the Seattle Sonics. Of course, they're not an active franchise this season after moving to Ocala, but this is the building where I got my start. So this will always have a special place in my heart, as Go Yankee will lead things off. Yankee playing in a bunch of positions, including behind the plate and on the mound. He did give up 6 runs in his relief appearance. As PraiseUna will take the mound, we are about ready to get underway. Una taking his sweet time up and around the mound. Thank you. So as we wait, looks like Una had some. It was some. I think it was some fielding or avatar things, but now they have changed the avatar. So here comes Una back out of the dugout. Firebirds in the third base dugout. Ravens in the first base dugout. And right now, this team in a 4-game losing streak, looking to perhaps get one back here. Would like to start the week on a high note, that's for sure. So it looks like, yeah, Una did have to change gear color, because that is a rule. First pitch on the way to Yankee is on the way. Here she comes. It is high for ball 1, and we are underway. Welcome to Ravens Baseball, everybody. Morgan is alongside me, myself, and I. A solo cast brought to you by me over here at SCN. Now the stretch. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Yankee. Swinging a fly ball, hit into shallow left field. It's falling fast, but the left fielder there to make the catch. So 2 pitches and 1 away. That will bring up Ninja. So tonight's starting pitcher for the Ravens is scheduled to be Leonidas, going back-to-back starts after getting blown up in the first 2 innings last night. Now Una gets set, and the pitch on the way to Ninja. Check swing, it's inside, ball 1. So the count 1-0. After Ninja, it will be first baseman Capital. Now the set, the 1-0 pitch taken, strike 1. So the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. First pitch just 2 minutes after the 8:10 mark. Now the stretch, here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way to Ninja. Swinging the ground ball foul down the third base line, so the count goes now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Freeze him. Burned it in with an inside curve, and there's 2 down here as Una does the scuba. So 2-way, that brings up first baseman Capital, batting .391 in the season. Hi Riley, how you doing? Riley says he hopes to get in at bat today. I hope you get in the bat too, as Capital swings and drives that one into the gap of right, left, and center field. That will drop in. A base hit rolls all the way to the wall. Capital rounding first, heading to second base. Up with the ball as the center fielder. The throw not nearly in time. Capital safe with the standing 2-out double. And that will bring up the player manager, Leonidas. So first hit by the Ravens tonight comes in the form of a 2-out double. First pitch on the way to Leo, swinging a fly ball, hit foul behind home plate. Oh, that was a second decker, it looks like. So the count, no balls and 1 strike here on Leo. Capital at second base. Una 1 out away from getting out the inning. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, it is outside. So the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on and 2-way. Now the set, here comes the 1-1 on the way to Leo. Check swing, it's inside, ball 2. So the count 2-1 now. Blocks are behind home plate. We will get you the other fielding arrangements very soon. Now Una looks in, gets the sign of the set. The 2-1 pitch, strike called. So the count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes, or as Capitalists would say, deuce is wild here with 2-way and 1 on. Now the set and the 2-2 pitch on the way to Leo. Swinging a fly ball hit into right field. The right fielder has a beat on it, looks up, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Your score after half an inning, it's the Ravens, nothing, and the Firebirds coming up. So Praise Ivy leading things off here for the Firebirds. Ivy batting .282 on the season. 4 home runs and 6 RBI. So again, Leonidas is the starting pitcher for tonight. He did get blown up after 2 innings, but not all of it was his fault. I mean, there was some plays that should have been made by the fielding which weren't made. So that is definitely a point of contention to watch for tonight. Anyways, Leo looks in, gets the sign, the stretch, and the first pitch on the way to Icy, taken for strike 1. It's 0-1. Yankee behind the plate. Capital at first base. Ninja in center field. So that's strike number 2. So no balls and 2 strikes quickly here on Ivy. Now there's a big swing and a miss for strike number 1. So 1 down here in the first. That will bring up PraiseUna. How do I get on team specifically on Ravens? Well, Tyler, you need to You need to get recruited first. Can I join? Yep, you gotta join through the Discord as Una swings and drives down the left field line. It is gone. On the first pitch, Una sees it's a 1-out lead taking home run. 1-0 Firebirds. Oh my, well that was the other point of contention. It's giving up runs early. That time, the fielding couldn't do anything but watch it fly. 1-0 Firebirds lead. So 1 away, 1 in. That will bring up Whisper. Whisper batting .500 on the season. Hey Alex, I'm doing good. Whisper takes strike 1. It's 0-1. So big blast already from Una here on the top of the first. As Whisper hits that into shallow center field. Gabe out there to make the catch. 2-way. So that will bring up player manager PraiseUna, or as David J. Crute to say, Icy Burger. Sorry, that was a bad impression. But that's how he was saying it. First pitch on the way, taking strike 1, 0-1. When my voice is not feeling well right now, but when it does, I'll give you a better Icy Burger impression. Strike 2 called, and no balls and 2 strikes. There's a weak ground ball right to Capital. He'll take it to the bag himself for the final out of the inning. So, 1 run comes in on a solo blast from Una. We head to the top of the second, where after 1, the Firebirds lead 1-0. So, Noma will lead things off here in the top of the second. So solo blast by Una gives this Firebirds team the lead momentarily. And Noman takes ball 1, 1-0. That one was up high. Now the stretch, the 1-0 pitch on the way to Noma, taking strike 1. So 1-0. Noma with the Sour Patch head tonight. He gets some power or something, it feels like, when he... Whereas that as the 1-1 pitch is swung and popped up right to the... Falls in front of the third baseman. Now the long toss across in time for the first out of the inning. 1 down, that brings up a lead skip. So 1 away, that brings up Insty, who swings at the first pitch he sees, that pops it up in the infield. Right there is the first baseman. So now 3 pitches and 2 away. That brings up second baseman Gabriel Plays. So two quick outs recorded by Una. Trying to work a scoreless 1-2-3. First pitch on the way to Gabe. Taking strike 1. Now the stretch and the 0-1 pitch on the way, up high, ball 1. So the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Gabe with the RBI double last night, or RBI single, excuse me. As the 1-1 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball hit into shallow right field. The second baseman there to make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go. The Ravens in the top of the second. We get to the bottom of the second, where the Firebirds lead 1-0. So that brings up the catcher Bloxy, who pops that one up into shallow left field. RyGuy on the run is there to make the catch. 1 down. So 1 pitch, 1 away, and that will bring up A.E. Butler. As he swings at the first pitch, he seeds, lines it over the head of the third baseman, RyGuy, picked up by Alitsky in left. So 1-out single here for A. Butler. This brings up Freeman. As he takes strike one, 1-0. As the 0-1 pitch sails low, so the count evens out to 1-1 strike. Freeman calls time, steps out the box, adjusts the batting gloves. So 1 aboard here. As the 1-1 pitch of the way, swinging a line drive down the left field line and toward the corner, a fair ball. This rolls all the way to the wall. Butler getting down to second base, station to station, everyone goes. Alitsky with a strong throw in to prevent A. Butler from getting to third base. So now runners at first and second here with 1 out. Back-to-back singles. That brings up Seagulls. Down low, ball 1. So 1-0. As the 1-0 pitch finds the zone, it's a strike. So the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. The stretch and the 1-1 pitch on the way to Seagulls, outside ball 2. So the count 2-1 here. Joker, can I show both lineups? We haven't gone through the full 9 yet. So when they do, I'll show it. But they haven't gone through the full 9. I don't have the... I was not sent the lineups before. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging the line drive right to Gabe. This can be 2. He flips to second for 1. Fires the first. Late throw. Not in time. A fielder's choice at second base. It will be a 4-6 fielder's choice. It was Vada at short with the long hold that prevented them from getting the double play. E says, can you have me back, please? I'll do it after. How can I join, Kings? Well, you join through the Discord/HCBB. So Lord Basie, the last of the lineup, as he takes ball 2. So 2-0 here on Basie. Now the 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball, past the dive of Capital into shallow right field, a base hit. Scoring is Butler, and no! Basie is thrown out at first. No run scores, and just like that, oh man, that's no runs on 2 base hits, 2 left on as we head to the top of the third. I guess you can write that in as a 9-3 putout. I thought that was surely an RBI, but no, it wasn't. So Leo works into some trouble and works right out of it. First pitch on the way to shortstop Vada as he takes strike 1, 0-1. It'll be Vada, then RyGuy, and then back to Yankee. The 0-1 to Vada. Strike 2 called. So now no balls and 2 strikes quickly here on Vada. Then RyGuy. As the 0-2 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball, hit foul into the first base dugout. So we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Vada, playing short tonight. In the set, the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field. Right there, the second baseman over his head into center field, a base hit. So a leadoff single here for Vada. And that will bring up RyGuy. So 1 aboard here for RyGuy. As he swings and misses in that one, 0-1. So we can give you the full starting lineups now, but the 0-1 pitch on the way to RyGuy. Here she comes. Swinging a foul down the first base line. And like a swing protecting the plate. So now no balls and 2 strikes here on RyGuy. Una looks in, the sign, the kick, and the deal. Swinging another foul. That was a ball, but RyGuy protecting the plate. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch on the way to Ry. Swing and a miss. Put him away with the slider in the dirt for strike 3. 1 down here in the inning. So 1 down. That brings up catcher Go Yankee. Yankee normally starting in center field, but after tabbing out a couple too many times, Ninja and Leo kind of got tired of that. First pitch on the way to Yankee. Here she comes. Swing and a miss. Could not catch up to the high heat there. Hi, Justin. How you doing? Hi, Retro Gamer. So we're in the top of the third. 1-0. Firebirds lead. And the stretch, the 0-1 pitch to Yankee out in there for a strike. I thought that was outside and up high for ball 2, but it does find the outside edge. So now no balls and 2 strikes here on Yankee. Now Una looks in the stretch and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Down low, ball 1. Folks, if you're liking this stream, please make sure to give us a like. Please make sure to give us a follow. That really helps us reach more people. Please consider giving this a share. Share it to your favorite friend. The 1-2 pitch to Yankee. Swing and a miss. Put him away. With the curve outside. 2 away here in the inning. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Una. And that will bring up the center fielder, Ninja. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Vada at first had that leadoff single, then back-to-back Ks thrown by Una. Now the stretch and the 0-1 pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. Pitcher's paint on the outside edge. So now no balls and 2 strikes quickly here on Ninja. Una looks in, gets the sign, the stretch, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive hit into shallow center field. Dropping fast. Second baseman goes to the dive and makes the catch. Oh, and that robs a base hit of Ninja, and that will retire the side. A leadoff single worked around by Una. As no runs come in, 1 left stranded. We head to the bottom of the third, where the Ravens trail by 1. It's 1-0 Firebirds. As Ivy takes ball 1 down low, so 1-0. Grace says, "Come on, Blue." I agree. That was a pretty rough call. 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive, stung right to Vada. Steps up, fires the first. 2 pitches, 2 and 1 away. That brings up Una. Had the solo home run on the first pitch he saw from Leo. As Una swings and drives this one deep to left. And 2 pitches and 2 home runs for Una tonight. It's now 2-0 Firebirds. Oh, man. You might want to PC check this guy. He is on fire. Una says, same pitch, same spot. When will he learn? And just like that, it's 2-0 Arizona. Two 2-0 Arizona. Lock here, a second home run. Ball 1 taken up high. Well, you gave up early contact, and now you find yourself in an even deeper hole as Whisper pops it up in the infield. RyGuy. No, it's not there to make the catch. It drops in an infield single. And that was the type of error that Ninja was talking about. That was the kind of stuff they needed to clean up. So 1 aboard here 1 run in thanks to another home run by Una. So they count that as a single. You can put E5 in your scorecard too if you feel like it. Yeah, they do register that as an error. So E5 in the scorecard is icy. Swings and lines that one to Anoma. Drops in front of him, a base hit. The throw to second base is not in time. Well, I think they might want to challenge a tag play there. But back-to-back singles here for the Firebirds after the solo home run. They have something cooking. Strike 1 called. So blocks are catching tonight. Icy at first, Whisper at second. As the 0-1 pitch is popped up in the infield. Here comes Leo on the run to catch it. Makes the catch. Checks the runners 2 down. That will bring up A.E. Butler. So A.E. Butler 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Takes strike 1, 0-1. As the 0-1 pitch in the way, swinging a pop-up in the infield. Gabe makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So another run thanks to the bat of Una. We head to the top of the 4th. Firebirds now lead 2-0. Folks, if you're liking this stream, please make sure to give us a follow. Please make sure to give us a like. Please make sure to give us a share. That helps us reach more people like you. Homeboy says, Ravens got to lock in. I agree. Ravens do need to lock in. They need to find something right here. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? Hope you're having a great night. Hi, Murr. How you doing? He's saying, come on, Leo, lock in. I agree. Leo does need to lock in. So Una returns back to the mound, looking for another inning right here. Hey, Brian. How you doing? So Una steps off the mound. We apologize for the delay. We're in the top of the 4th inning. What's your favorite midnight snack? Taco Bell. Gotta be Taco Bell. Nothing beats Taco Bell. First pitch on the way to Capital, taking strike 1 and 0-1. I really like Taco Bell. I know the lines are long at midnight. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Yes, Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell at midnight. That I will die on that hill. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Capital. Up high, ball 1. Count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Dude, why are we hating? Taco Bell is a great midnight snack. Here comes the 1-1 on the way to Capital. In there for a strike, so the count 1-2. I'd be on the toilet. No, but you got to think about how good it tastes, not the punishment. The 1-2 on the way to Capital. Outside ball 2. The count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chipotle is better. Well, I don't have a Chipotle near me. I only have a Taco Bell. Chipotle is hard. You know, they have to source all the ingredients. It's like, so it's really expensive. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Capital. Swinging a fly ball hit into shallow right field. The right fielder there, though, makes the catch. 1 down here in the inning. Homeboy wanted a walk or a fly out. He got the fly out. First pitch to Leo. Swinging a fly ball hit into right field. And again, the right fielder has a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. So a 1 pitch out. And that will bring up Anoma. So this Ravens lineup has really fizzled so far. They have shown close to nothing. As Anoma grounds one through the middle of the infield, a base hit. Well, the announcer's jinx comes in clutch one more time. Anoma safe at first base. Extracurriculars given by A.E. Butler. So here comes the left fielder, Alitsky. Looks in, first pitch on the way, taken up high, ball 1. 1-0. As the 0-1 pitch on the way, taken down in the dirt for ball 2. So now 2 balls to no strikes quickly here on Alitsky. Now the set, the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Curve inside, and that got him to swing. Is this chase field? Yes, it is, Vontae. How did he not home run that? I have no clue. Goopy Poopy, this is called HCBB 9v9. When are more pitching animations coming? I'm not the right person to talk about that, as Alitsky will foul that down the left field line. Oh, that had the distance to be some damage, but it just goes foul. Now Una gets set, the sign, and the 2-2 pitch on the way to Alitsky. Swinging a weak ground ball right to the third baseman. Steps up, fires to first. Butler off the bag, but steps on it just in time to get a hustling Alitsky out. And that will retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Firebirds have a 2-0 lead. How did he not home run there? I have no clue. So 5-3 in your scorecard if you're keeping score along with this at home. As Freeman swings on the first pitch he sees, he sends that to deep center field. It is gone off the scoreboard, off the batter's eye in center field. It's 3. Oh, it's not out. I'm sorry, I thought that was gone. The crowd was cheering. It will be instead a very, very long single. I thought that was way gone. So a hard hit single by Freeman almost sent it out. As Seagulls takes a strike, 0-1. So 7-8-9 due up for the Firebirds. As Seagulls takes that inside, count goes even, 1 ball and 1 strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch to Seagulls. Swinging a ground ball right to Capital. This can be 2. Flips to Vada at second for 1. The relay to first. It is in time. It's a 3-6-1 double play. And just like that, Freeman is wiped off first base. That will bring up Lord Basie, the 9-hole. So a 3-6-1 spectacular double play in the books. Now the set and the 1-0 pitch taken high and inside. So the count 2 balls and no strikes here on Lord. Folks, if you're liking the stream, please like, please follow. Allows you to see more content like this. A 2-0 pitch on the way. Strike called. Pitcher's paint on the outside edge. So 2 balls and 1 strike here on Lord. We're in the bottom of the 4th. A 2-0 lead thanks to 2 Una home runs. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Leo looking to get the second strikeout of the night. Also comment down below the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball hit into shallow right center field. That drops in. A base hit, a 2-out single here for Lord Basie. And that will bring up the top of the lineup again. Here comes Ivy. Please, folks, give us a like. Please give us a follow. Helps us reach more people out there. Stretch and the first pitch on the way. Taken ball 1, 1-0. So, Basie at first. Ivy at bat. At the plate. Now, Leo comes set. And the 1-0 pitch to Ivy. Taken up high, ball 2. So, Leo falls behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes here. Game name, HCBB 9v9. As the 2-0 pitch finds the zone for a strike, count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Thank you all for liking the live. Please also make sure to give us a follow, help us out, as a 2-1 pitch on the way. Check swing is outside ball 3. A great take by Ivy. Also, if you don't mind, please comment your favorite fast food chain. Mine is Taco Bell. Now the set. Here comes a 3-1 pitch to Ivy. In there for a strike. Zipped it in at the knees. So count goes full of 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Ivy. As a 3-2 pitch, a weak grounder. Past the dive of Vada. Gabe comes up with it. The throw will not be in time. Oh, man, another weakly hit ball. That should have been the 3rd out of the game. Let's see if they charge an error to to Vada. No error charged. But if you want to charge it, you can. As Una intentionally passed, you don't want to deal with him after 2 home runs tonight. So this will bring up Whisper. Take strike 1, 0-1. Bases juiced here for the Ravens. Trying to blow this game wide open. 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. As the pitch on the way, taken inside, ball 1. Count evens out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes set. The 1-1 pitch high and outside. Ball 2. So the count 2-1 to Whisper. Here's the set and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up with an off-speed pitch. So now Deuce's wild 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases juiced with 2 away. Leo looks in, gets the sign from Yankee, and the 2-2 pitch to Whisper. Swinging a line drive down the 3rd base line. It just scoots foul. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is juiced here in the bottom of the 4th. A 2-0 Firebird lead. Leo again gets the sign and goes into the motion. Now here comes the 2-2 pitch to Whisper. Inside ball 3. Count full now. Nowhere to put Whisper if you walk him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced. No room to walk. Leo disengages. Tension building here in Arizona. Hey Berserk, how you doing? Let me join the game. Join the Discord. Now Leo looks in again. And the throw back to first. Una not even taking a step off the bag. They should have gotten to second. So now, it was a 2-out single turned into a bases-loaded situation. Now Leo looks in, the sign, the stretch, the 3-2 pitch in the way, swinging a line drive into left field. Elitski is there to make the catch and retire the threat. So bases juiced and they cannot convert. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Still a 2-0 lead here for the Arizona Firebirds. A 33.3% Noble Tiger. So everyone with a big sigh of relief here. That could have turned ugly. So that will bring up second baseman Gabriel plays 0 for 1 tonight. Get you some fielding arrangements. It's Lord Basie at short. Whisper in center. First pitch on the way to Gabe. Here she comes. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Icy and right. Taken down low, so the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike here on Gabe. Good calls. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, please make sure to give us a follow. Please make sure to give us a like. Share this with a friend as there's a ground ball down the first base line. Scoots foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Gabe. KC, if you would look with your eyes, it's in the chat. My mod sent it right above the message you sent. Now the stretch and the 1-2 pitch to Gabe. Swinging a weak ground ball right to the second baseman. He scoops it up, fires to Butler, who's off the bag, now steps back on the bag for out number 1. KC, look up, bro. It's right there. It's not that hard. You can read. I believe you. I believe in you. You got this. As Vada fouls that one down the third base line, it's 0-1. I mean, no. I sent it. My mod sent it before, bro. A good 20 seconds before. Now Una looks in, the sign, the stretch, and the 0-1 pitch up high, ball 1. 1-1 here on Vada. Vada with 2 home runs on the season hit home run number 1 down the left field line off the foul pole on Tuesday night, the 1-1 pitch. Taking strike 2, so the count goes now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, Una looks in, the sign, the stretch, the 1-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball, hit it down the left field line and toward the corner, a fair ball. One hops off the wall. Vada heading to second base, up with the ball as the left fielder. Vada retreats back to first, so a 1-out single. Vada already 1 for 1 tonight with the leadoff single way back when. I'm not being weird about it. I'm not. I'm really not. Vada also had a single back in the 3rd inning, so base runner on, can the Ravens capitalize? First pitch to RyGuy, swinging a weak fly in foul territory. Third baseman giving chase, not there in time though, so the count goes to 0-1. So after RyGuy, it will be the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. The stretch, the 0-1 pitch to RyGuy. In swinging a foul down. The first base line, count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the stretch and the 0-2 pitch in the way, swung on and missed. And down goes RyGuy. So 2-way here in the inning. That will bring up Go Yankee. I think my mods did this. 2 down, that brings up Yankee. Takes ball 1, 1-0. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. It is a 2-0 Arizona lead thanks to 2 home runs from Una. Now the 1-0 pitch to Yankee, taking a strike, so count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 5th with 2-way. Yankee represents the tying run. Now the stretch and the 1-1 pitch on the way to Go Yankee. In there for a strike, count 1-2. Una got a new ball. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2-way. Vada at first to set the 1-2 pitch, up high, ball 2. Count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vada at first. The pitch on the way to Yankee. Check swing is outside, ball 3. A great take by Yankee. So count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vada at first and 2-way. Yankee calls time to take a big breather. Big spot here for the Ravens. Now the stretch. The 3-2 pitch to Yankees. Swinging a fly ball hit into the gap in left center field. This is dropping down a base hit. Vada on his high horse to third. He'll try and score. Vada makes a turn at home. He's coming home. Yankee in at second. The throw to the plate. It is not in time. Now Yankee goes for 3. Here comes the throw to third. It is not in time. Yankee safe sliding with an RBI triple. He gets the offense started for the Ravens. It's now a 1-2 Firebirds lead. How about that? So Yankee at third, thanks to an RBI triple. Good hustle from both Vada and Yankee as Ninja pops someone up right to A.E. Butler at first, who takes to the bag himself for the final out of the inning. So no runs come on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on, and we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, where the Firebirds now lead 2-1. Lead cut in half. Let's see if Leo can work another scoreless right here. Take strike number 1. 0-1. Icy playing in right tonight. 1 for 2 on the night. As the 0-1 pitch to Icy, swinging a fly ball, crushed to deep left field. The Firebirds give up a run, but they get 1 run back. A solo blast from Icy. It is 3-1 Firebirds. So the Firebirds give up a run, and now they take it right back thanks to a solo blast from Icy Berga. That is the 3rd home run hit by the Firebirds tonight. Of course, all 3 runs coming on solo blast from their bats. First pitch on the blocks are swinging. There's a line drive into the gap of left center field. It drops in, a base hit. 1 hops off the wall. Blocks are heading to second base. Up with the balls in left fielder Elitsky. The throw into Pacifica is off the line, but it doesn't matter. It's another double. So 2 men on, 1 on at second base. Here comes first baseman Butler. Butler takes ball 1 outside, so runner at second base here. Leo has been hit hard tonight. Outside ball 2, so 2 balls and no strikes here to A.E. Butler. As the 2-0 pitch inside ball 3, so 3 balls, no strikes. He might be trying to walk. If you're new, can you play? You have to get tryouts first, because these guys have been playing for a long time. 3-0 pitch away, swinging a little, and wow, there's a big shot to center field. It's off the wall. Here comes Bloxer heading home, looking to score. The throw will come to second base, so an RBI single here for A.E. Butler. They extend their lead. It's now a 4-1 Firebird lead. That will bring up the second baseman, Praise Freeman. As Freeman sends 1 down the right field line, he goes foul, though 0-1 here to the second baseman. Now he takes strike number 2, so no balls and 2 strikes here to Freeman. Freeman 2 for 2 on the night. As he takes ball 1 outside, so the count now 1-2. A.E. Butler at first, still nobody out. 2 runs come in on 3 base hits. Swing and a miss, put him away with the curve in the dirt for out number 1, strikeout number 2 for Leo. So 1 away. Fielders in double play depth looking to get out of the inning right here. First pitch on the way to Seagulls. Inside ball 1. 2 runs come in, a solo blast by Icy, and then an RBI single by A.E. Butler. Ball 1, strike called. It's a Sunday, bro. Why do you always come back to my streams to hate? Like, here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, off speed, 1-2. And there's a ball out inside. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Seagulls. The stretch and the 2-2 pitch on the way, swinging a foul down the right field line. And so we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Butler at first base, 1 away here in the inning. Now Leo looks in, gets the sign, trying to turn 2 right here. Leo on a 2-2 pitch. Here she comes. Swinging a line drive into right field, falling fast down, a base hit. The throw to second base, not in time. Well, I thought he was surely smoked. It was a good try by Noma out in right, but ultimately the try not good enough. As Basie, the shortstop, takes strike 1, 0-1. Runners on first and second here. Leo already at 71 pitches. We're only in the 5th inning. As Icy lines one right over the head of Leo. Leedsky, diving catch at the warning track. Holy smokes, what a play by the left fielder. Everybody has to hold. Takes a base hit away from Bassi, and that will bring up Ivy. As the first pitch on the way, line down the right field line, drops in fair. Here comes Butler on his way home to score. So another run comes in. It's an RBI double by Ivy. That brings up Una. And with first base open, they're probably going to walk him. Yep, so bases loaded here for Whisper once again. So another run comes in. It's 6-1. Oops, sorry, no, I had it right before. It's 5-1. As the 0-1 pitch is swung and popped up into left field. Alitsky coming in is there to make the catch. And the base is stranded once more, but not before. 3 more runs cross the plate. It's now a 5-1 Firebirds lead. So 3 left on. 1. As I believe, yep, 4. Wait, sorry. 1, 3, 6, 9, 13. As Capital swings a weak ground ball right to the third baseman, scoops it up, 1 pitch, 1 away. 1 pitch and 1 away. That will bring up the player manager Leonardo starting on the mound tonight. First pitch on the way to Leo. Swinging a fly ball, roped right to the second baseman. Oh no, it's over his head. It's into shallow right field, a base hit. Let's see if they called this an error. No error called. So a 1-out single, that brings up Anoma. Anoma getting the start tonight in right field. Una only giving up 6 hits tonight. I mean, they have been pretty solid. Does give up the 1 run thanks to an RBI triple from Go Yankee. As Anoma fouls that one down the third baseline, 0-1. This is HCBB. Now the 0-1 pitch to Anoma, taken up high, ball one. Throw down to first, not in time. So the count evens out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hi Ryan, how you doing? Now the 1-1 pitch on the way to Anoma. Inside ball 2. Missed the inside corner, so 2 balls, 1 strike here to Anoma. Leo at first base. Hey Will, how you doing? Hey Storm, how you doing? The score last night was 13-11. 2-1 on the way to Anoma. Swinging a line drive. Falling fast. Second baseman is there. They might double up Leo. No, they will not. 1 is all they get, but a big second out. That brings up a lead scoop. 0 for 2 tonight. Yep, it was a 13-11 loss for the Ravens in Chicago. The orbit just outlasted them, man. That's all you can say. At the end of the day, it was the fielding that really made the big difference. Unfortunately for the Ravens. Ball 1 up high. Throw down to first, not in time. Leo over there dancing with Butler. As the 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball right to the right fielder. Makes the catch at the warning track for out number 3, and that will retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, where the score 5-1. Firebirds lead. And that will be it for Leo tonight, only going 5 innings. He is scheduled to get the loss if the Ravens keep producing offense like this. So RyGuy on the mound. First pitch on the way to Icy. Swinging a pop-up into shallow left field. Yankee tab all. Oh my goodness. So that was what Ninja was talking about when he said, we have to have better fielding, folks. And just like that, a leadoff single here for Icy. First pitch on the way, swing, a ground ball right to Vada at second. This can be 2. Fires to Gabe at second for 1. The relay to first, not in time. So it will be a 5-4-3 fielder's choice. So, 1 out. That will bring up the first baseman, A.E. Butler. 2 for 3 tonight. First pitch on the way, swing, a ground ball foul, down. The third base line, 0-1. Now the set and the 0-1 pitch on the way to RyGuy. Alright, swing and a miss. Sorry, not to RyGuy, to A.E. Butler. So no balls and 2 strikes quickly here on Butler. As he calls time to step out the box, adjust the batting gloves. So no balls, 2 strikes. Blocks at first base. Fielders in double play depth. The stretch. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive into center field. Drops in front of Ninja, a base hit. Blocks are in safe at second. So Butler keeps the line moving. Runners on first and second here with 1 away. So 2 aboard, that brings up Freeman. How we join through the Discord. As the first person away, Freeman popped up in foul territory. Vada goes out, cannot get there. So no balls and 1 strike here on Freeman. Freeman getting the start at second base tonight. He is 2 for 3. So no 0-1 here to Freeman. Up high, ball 1. So the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Butler at first. Blocks are at second. As the 1-1 is laid off, ball 2, so 2-1. Freeman calls time. Folks, if you're liking, 2-1 pitch taken for strike 2. So count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blocks are at second. Butler at first. In a big spot. Ravens trying to limit the damage. Trying to get a double play right here. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Freeman. Outside, ball 3. Hey Josh, how you doing tonight? The stretch and the 3-2 pitch to Freeman. Swinging a line drive hit into shallow left field. It drops in a base hit. Here comes Bloxer. He will hold at third base, and the bases are loaded once again for the Firebirds. Bad turns to worse. Here comes Seagulls. So bases juiced here for Seagulls. First pitch on the way, taken a strike, 0-1. So double play now at any base. The 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive and a ground ball, rope to Leo. This can be 2. Goes to second himself, fires to first in time. A 6-3 double play to get us out the jam and head us into the stretch. No runs come on 3 base hits, no errors, and 3 left on. It's a 66.7% Noble Tiger. 6-3 double play. Put it in your scorecard. So no runs come on 3 base hits, none left, and no errors, and 3 left on. So that will bring up Gabriel plays, as that is the end of Una's night. Or no, Una's still going back out to the mound. Looks like Butler just won the mound for no reason. So fielding changes for the Ravens. Leo now at short, and it will be Vada at third. How do I join the game as a crowd? You got to go into League Server 2. I believe they might have locked it, though, because of lag, because, viewers take up bandwidth, too, as Gabe flies one into the gap in right center field. This is dropping down a base hit. One hops off the wall. Gabe rounding first, heading second base. This will be a tough play. Now Gabe thinks the ladder and says, let's hold at first. So leadoff single here for Gabriel plays. That brings up Vada. With time running out, I might suggest maybe not. Swinging for the fences is a good idea. How about contact, Contact never hurts. Little Ichido here and there. Ball 1 taken down low. Good eye from Vada. So 1 ball and no strikes here. As that pitch is swung on and belted, blasted way back to center field. Goodbye, baseball. A 2-run blast from Vada, and now it is 3-5. Firebirds lead. They cut the lead practically into half. As he moonwalks the opposite way around the base paths, it's now a 3-5 game. I heard in the next update you can apply for jobs where the ads usually show up. Yeah, I heard that too. But, you know, I don't know. I like being an unemployed chud. First pitch on the Setler. Swinging a line drive in to right field that drops in a base hit. So Setler on first base. 3 back-to-back hits for the Ravens. That brings up the tying run in the form of Go Yankee. But 6 reposts. Riddle me this. Are you any better just scrolling on TikTok? I mean, isn't that almost the same? I mean, what's really the difference? I'm making ad revenue and you're just scrolling through your feed? I don't know. So Setler on first base. He is pinch hitting for RyGuy. That ends RyGuy's night. So Setler might come into relief. We'll see where he goes after this half inning. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Yankee. Check swing. It's in there for a strike. So no balls on 2 strikes quickly here on Yankee. Now the stretch. The 0-2 pitch on the way to Yankee. Down low, ball 1. So Setler over there at first base. Had a bloop single into right. 2 runs in thanks to 2-run blast as the 1-2 pitch on the way inside, ball 2. So the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grayson, the Discord link is in the Roblox game. Now the stretch, the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, hit up down the left field line. This is dropping down, fair ball. Rolls all the way to the wall. Setler down to third base. Yankee in at second. Setler making his way home. Here comes a throw to the plate. It is non-existent. It's a 1-run game here in Arizona. 3 runs come in for the Ravens, and now Ninja has the opportunity to break open the game right here. Bro says bro's too broke for the show. Dude, the show sucks. Why would I buy the show? I can just do this for free. I'd rather play the new backyard baseball game than play MLB The Show, bro. I mean, the show has some better features than last year's game, but other than that, it's practically the same thing. So I don't really know. I mean, like, why would I pay more money just to buy the same game, but instead of it being called 2K25, it's called 2K26. I don't get it. Thank you, Adam, for the follow. Grayson, when you click on the Roblox game in the Roblox app or whatever Roblox platform you're using, if you scroll all the way down underneath the description of the game before you press play, there is a link to the Discord. As now, this should be a... When is he going to pitch? I have no clue, NY Close. Looks like they're going to go to the bullpen. It'll be Zay too easy taking the mound. Thank you, Jab, for the follow. And no, it will not be Jab. Instead, not Jab. It'll be Alone Bloxer. I said Jab. I meant to say Zay too easy. And then I meant to say Alone Bloxer. So, but Bloxer taking the mound now. And no, it will not be Bloxer. Will it be Bloxer? I have no clue. Cal Roll should be called soon, though. And nope, just kidding. It will be Una. So, tying run at second base. Ninja represents the go-ahead run. Are you the ump or the catcher? I am the umpire. Ball one called. But I don't make the calls for ball and strikes. That is automated. I think he was asking what position I'm in, though. Now, the 1-0 pitch on the way to Ninja. Outside, ball 2. So, I completely missed the inning. I forgot to change it. We're in the 7th now. A 1-run game. Ninja represents the go-ahead run. In there for a strike. Nothing in 1. Ninja has been in quite the slump looking for a hit. To, you know, just get them rolling. Thank you, NYC, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Folks, if you're liking this stream, please make sure to follow. Please make sure to like. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way to Ninja. Swing a line drive into... No, diving save by the third baseman. Steps up now, throws to Yankee, and instead, no throw anywhere. He pump faked a throw to Yankee to get him back to second. Seagulls. Wow. I don't know what just happened there. An infield single you can call it. Let's see if they call it an error. No error called on Arizona. That is a base hit. I don't know what you call that. You can just put infield single. Nobody advances, though. So another base hit allowed by Una. Ball 1 up high. And if there's one guy you don't want to face, it's Capital. Because in the 7th inning, he always has this magical feeling of like, I feel like I'm going to hit a homer. Had one on Friday night. The game tying one. Now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, so the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Yankee, the go-ahead, the tying run. Ninja, the go-ahead run. Capital could be the insurance run. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive, roped in to right field. Cut off by the second baseman. The throw to first in time, a productive out and moves. Runners over to second and third. So 4-3, and that will bring up Leonidas. A sac fly ties this game. Ball 1 outside. So the captain, Leonidas, has this tying run at third base, trying to do something right here. Una looks in, the sign, the set, the 1-0 pitch, swing and a ground ball foul down the third base line. Count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away, 2 on. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Up high, ball 2. So the count 2-1 here in Leo. Folks, if you're liking, please give us a follow. Please share the live. The 2-1 pitch to Leo. Swing and a miss. Oh, he was early on that curve. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Yankee, the tying run. Ninja, the go-ahead run. Una, the sign, the set, the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a little bunt. This brings Yankee home. Now Ninja running home. Now we'll stay at third. The throw to first. Not in time. An RBI bunt single. We are all knotted at 5. Holy smokes. How about that? That is some good bunting from the captain. So Leo safe at first base. That brings up Anoma. Score the runs however you can get it. Strike 1 called. Now a sacrifice fly brings in Ninja. Now the set and the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul in foul territory. A. Butler will watch it fly into the seats. So no balls and 2 strikes here on Anoma. Runners on the corners trying to get Ninja across home plate. Una looks in, the stretch, the 0-2 pitch, swinging a little bunt. This scores Ninja. Leo safe at second base. Their only play will be at first. An RBI sacrifice bunt by Anoma. So that scores 1 run. For the first time tonight, the Ravens take a 6-5 lead. As Alitsky pounds that to center field, but right there, the center fielder to make the catch and retire the side. So 5 runs come in on 6 base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, where the Ravens now lead 6-5. So small ball doing some favors here for the Ravens, as that will bring up the shortstop, Basie. 1 for 3 tonight. Setler will come in for relief. So that will end RyGuy's appearance for tonight. 1 inning, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Setler 1 for 1 on the season, an ERA of 11.2, 18 strikeouts, 3 walks. I have no clue how to pin that, Bentley. I'm sorry. Hey Luis, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you again, Bentley, for helping us out today. Again, folks, if you're liking this, we have some downtime. This would be a great time for you to give us a follow, share the live. Hi Luis, how you doing? Hey Biggest, how you doing? And so that was not Setler's ERA. He still is 1-1 in the season. A 2.38 ERA, 10 strikeouts. And you know what? Since we have time, why don't you comment your favorite MLB team down in the comments? 9-1-2 coming up for the Firebirds. First pitch to Basie. Swinging a line drive, hit over the head of Vada into left field, a base hit. So a leadoff single. And now the go-ahead run comes to the plate in the form of Ivy. So 1 pitch and 1 on. That brings up Ivy. Bless says, stay back again in the live for a minute. Wouldn't let me talk, so my apologies. I'm sorry, Blessed. I'll look into that. Lewis said that's an intentional walk. Ball 1 called. Mason says his favorite team is the Cardinals. Nice. Biggest says the Twins. North Korea. Van Lee says the North Korea national baseball team. The highlights are insane. Luis says to Basie, foul ball. Counting him out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Grayson says, can I try out? I don't dictate that. He is a Dodgers fan, though. Oh. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Basie, the tying run at first base. Fielders in double play depth. Now the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to Capital. This can be 2. Steps to the bag at first for 1. Now they have Basie down in a run out. He hits the second. He has the first. Capital tags him out. It's a 3 unassisted double play. There's 2 down here in the inning. Blast says respectfully Ocala orbit. That's funny. So a 3 unassisted double play. That was magical. But yeah, you have to get recruited. I don't determine that. I just stream the games. I cannot get you on a team. I'm literally here to show you the game. Yeah, I think you should start an IPU, Grace. Look, I'm not trying to discourage you or say your stats aren't good. I'm just saying that ball 1 up high. Is it 0.223 ERA in HCBB good? Oh, yeah, that is assisted. Sorry. It's a 3-6-3 double play. My bad, JD. Good call. Good catch. Sorry about that. I'm working on 6 hours of sleep tonight. The 1-0 down low ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Oh, I already have it set to 2 balls and no strikes. Wow. So sorry. Yeah, that was not a 3 unassisted double play. That was a 3-6-3 double play. Sorry about that, JDK. Thank you for making the catch. I appreciate you holding me accountable. Is this the playoffs? No, this is the regular season. We're in round 17. So we're officially about halfway to the playoffs, basically. This is like the halfway stretch. The 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. Now to Una. Yes, thank you, folks, for joining. Don't forget, if you like this, please give us a follow. Please share the live. Setler taking his sweet time. Bro hit a bomb. The 2-1 pitch. Outside ball 3. Well, if you were here earlier, I'll tell you this. If you follow, they'll hit a bomb. I think you should follow JTW and they'll hit a bomb. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third baseline. Oh, that was the bomb right there. Unfortunately, Una did not send that out. SBC making it out of the trenches. No real, though. Who's the best team right now? Right now, Elevate, it is the Chicago Breeze at a record of, I believe, 14-3, I think. What's IPU? The Inexperienced Players Union. So that's like the minor leagues for HCBB baseball. Again, this is a 33-game season, so this is Game 17. We're right about the halfway mark. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Una. Hey Sky, this is HCBB 9v9. Hi Andre, how you doing? Is it a balk? Not yet. 3-2 on the way to Una. Swinging a fly ball, hit into right field, but right there, Anoma in his Scooby-Doo costume to make the catch and retire the side. So, a makeshift 1-2-3 inning thanks to a 3-6-3 double play. We get to the top of the 8th. Ravens lead 6-5. JTW, I hope you get the bomb. Hopefully, we'll see a bomb right here. Who scored for the Ravens? I saw it was 5-1 last time. Well, I'm glad you asked, Levi. I will recap it to you right here. Let me pull up my scorecard. Sorry, I just have to... So 7-8-9 coming up for the Ravens. So it was Vada who hit a 2-run home run to make it 3-5. Arizona 0-1. Check swing down low, ball 1. Whisper on the mound, by the way. Wait, sorry. I apologize, Levi. I just have to write this in real quick. I need to mark down who's relief. And then it was a RBI double from Yankee. It's Gabe! Swings and drives! This one deep to left field! It is gone! Goodbye, baseball! Number 1 on the season for Gabe comes at a clutch time. It is now a 7-5 Ravens lead. Holy smokes, how about that? This dugout is rocking. There you go, JTW. You wanted your home run, and you got it. You got that home run. There you go. How about that? I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it indeed. That was fun. First for Nevada, taken. Strike 1. 0-1. Bentley says Ravens are back after the best player right now. Well, Sky, what stat are you talking about? That was blasted. I agree, blessed. That was sent all the way to the moon. Strike 2 called. JTW, I hope you enjoyed the home run. That was for you, buddy. I agree. I mean, in my opinion, yes, Leonidas is also my favorite player. The 0-2 pitch to Vada. Swing the line drive. Right to A. Butler for the first out of the inning. 1 down. That brings up Setler. Number 1 on the season for Gabe. Batting average, Leo's batting 330 something, I believe. Setler batting 467 though. He had a single earlier. Whispers 1-0 in the dirt ball 2. That skipped into the coal mine, so 2 balls and no strikes here on Setler. Oh yes, I forgot. Yes, he is, Levi. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my gosh, Setler swinging a drive deep to center field. Kiss it goodbye. 2 home runs for the Ravens. It is now an 8-5 Chicago lead. Holy smokes, how about that? First a blast from Gabe, now a blast from Setler. Their debut dingers on the season. It is now 8-5 Ravens lead. So there you go, JTW. I said if you follow, you'll get a dinger. And look, not only did you get 1 dinger, you got 2 dingers. How about that? First pitch on the way to Yankee. Here she comes. Outside ball 1. Thank you. I don't really know for the Lightning Bolt and the GG and the Heart Puff. Yeah, got that 2-in-1 special. Oh my goodness, all the gifts coming in. Thank you so much. As the 1-0 pitch is swung in and lifted into the left field. The left fielder going back on his high horse. It bounces off the wall. Oh, 1 hop. Yankee heading to second, now heads back to first. So Yankee on first base with 1 out and 2 in. That will bring up Ninja. Thank you, Elijah, for the follow. Bentley says steroid check. Yeah, I mean, what an arm. Ball 1 up high and away. The 1-0 pitch to Ninja. Swing a fly ball hit into deep left center field. We want 3. We will get 3. Goodbye, baseball. A 2-run jack from Ninja, and now the Ravens have hit double digits. It's 10-5 Chicago. Holy smokes, how about that? First a solo blast from Gabe, then a solo blast from Setler, and now a 2-run blast from Ninja. 10-5 Ravens. So 4 runs come on 4 base hits. Look, JTW, you just got 3 home runs now, buddy. 3. You got 3. Oh my goodness, bro. You got that 3-for-1 deal. You followed me once and you got 3 home runs. Thank you, Manuel, for the follow. Elevate Highlight says, is there auto wine in leagues? I think yes. Only on mobile, only contact. Capital fouls that one down the first base line. Nothing in 1. So 3 jacks here in the inning. The 0-1. Swinging a line drive, roped right to the second baseman. 2 down. Grayson, it's in the Discord, the IPU Discord, buddy. You have to read the instructions. There are instructions. Do you actually call balls and strikes? No, I don't. So it's an automated system. So like, if you see the yellow square on your screen, that's where like the computer can decide if it's a ball or strike. Thank you for the gifts, bro. Bro, you do too much, bro. That's so many gifts. Thank you so much. Have a good night, bro. Thank you for the follow. So Ravens plate 4 more runners as there's a foul ball down the first base line. So now no balls and 2 strikes here to the captain, Leonidas. No balls, 2 strikes, 4 runs in. The stretch. The 0-2 pitch to Leo. Swinging a line drive into right field, but right there, the second baseman, the tough play made and retired the side. 4 runs coming on 4 base hits, no errors, and none left on. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Ravens lead 10-5. Oops, I forgot to do all of my scorecard stuff. Alright, so bottom of the 8th here. 3, 4, 5 coming up as Whisper will line that one right to the glove of Leonidas. 1 pitch and 1 away. That brings up Icy, the right fielder. What channel is it on? IDK, just use your eyes. Sorry, that was mean. IDK, bro, just look around. Who is the best in the league? Well, Liam, what do you define as best? Like, who has the most home runs? Who has the highest batting average, highest OPS? First pitch to Icy, inside ball 1. Yeah, JTW, 3 in 1 inning. Fire Rich is sub me, and Bentley says, oh my goodness. Yeah, I agree. Chicago Breeze has the best record. The highest batting average. Swinging a weak ground ball right to Vada, charging in the infield. Now stops. Fires to first in time. 3 pitches, 2 away. I will bring up the leaderboard right now. If we're talking about batting average, Liam, it would be Ace Lord with batting 660. He has played only 10 games, of course. But 660 is pretty good through 10 games. Hi, LeBron. How you doing? But yes, Bentley's right. Chicago Breeze do have the highest record in the league. So 2 down in the inning. Bloxer swings and drives this one into the gap of left and center field. Ninja off to cut it off. It'll be a 2-out single here for Bloxer. So 1 aboard. That brings up A.E. Butler, the first baseman. Thank you, Desire, for the follow. So, folks, the first pitch on the way to Butler. Here she comes. Up high, ball 1. 1-0. Thank you for the follow. Now the stretch. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Okay, here's a question for the chat. Chick-fil-A or Cane's? Bentley says Cane's. JTW says, hit a bomb off my little brother yesterday and today. Nice. Levi says Chick-fil-A. Grayson says Chick-fil-A. Izzy says Chick-fil-A. YMG says Chick-fil-A. The 1-1 to A. Butler. Swing and a miss. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the first baseman. Someone says Cane's. Hi, Cooper. How you doing? God is great. Following the live creator. Thank you, God. God is great. I appreciate it. Y'all don't know ball. Actually, I don't prefer I'm not really a Chick-fil-A or Cane's. I don't really like fast food chicken. I don't know. I'm more of a burger kind of guy, the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up in the infield. This will be a tricky play. Now Setler has it. Fires to first, not in time. An infield single. Let's see if they will give Setler the error. They do not give Setler the error. So 2 aboard here for Freeman. Grayson says, who's the GOAT of baseball? Wait, sorry. I just lost my train of thought. It departed from the station too quick. So 2 on as Freeman takes strike 1, 0-1. So 2 on here with 2 away. the stretch and the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes here on Freeman. Rob Ref Snyder, let's go, bro. LeBron says, can I play on that on Xbox? I'm not sure. The 0-2 pitch up high, ball 1. I think so. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with consoles. I'm bad with the PS5. I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox, so I couldn't tell you personally. As the 1-2 pitch to Freeman on the way. Swinging a weak ground ball right to Capital. This should end the inning. He'll take it to the bag himself for the out at first, and that will retire the side. So, no runs come on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We get to the top of the 9th, where the Ravens lead 10-5. Okay, yes. Thank you, Bentley, for saying it's on all devices. I believe, yes, it is on all devices, but I don't know if it is fun to play necessarily on all devices. Someone will have to fact check me on that, though. As 5, 6, and 7 come up in the order for the Ravens, Anoma, Elitsky, and Gabriel plays. First pitch to Anoma. Check swing, it's in there. A strike, nothing in 1. So Bloxer on, Whisper. Oh, that wasn't Whisper, huh? That was Bloxer. So Bloxer in on relief. Did give up 4 runs so far, as the 0-1 pitch on the way to Anoma. Outside, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch to Anoma. Check swing, it's outside, ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike here on Anoma. As that finds the zone, so 2 balls, 2 strikes now to the right fielder. Mobile is kind of good. I'd argue to say mobile is probably one of the easier ones to play on. Console, it's like the show. On computer, it's a little hard to teach a pitch. Swing and a foul down the third base line, so the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. You keep saying retired the side, but that means the first 3 are struck out / thrown out. Swing and a miss. My apologies, John. I did not know that. I just say retired the side as in retired the visiting side or the home side of the lineup. First pitch on the way to Elitsky, fouled down the first base line at 0-1. But if you want me to not say that when it's not a 1-2-3 inning, I will. First pitch on, no 1 pitch, up high, ball 1. So 1-1 here on Elitsky. And the pitch inside, ball 2. But the reason why I say retired inside, because it means retired, 2-1 pitch. Swinging a line drive, hit into center field, but the center fielder there makes it the catch for out number 2. I say retired the side as in, retired the home side or the visiting side. If I were to say 1, 2, 3, I would say retired in order. But yeah, that's like my thought process of it, how I view retired the side versus retired the order. I think those are 2 different things. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Gabe. And there's ball 1 outside. As that one sails inside, so the count 2-1 here on Gabe. Gabe calls time to step out the box, adjust the batting gloves. I put the house on Arizona. Human, bro. You might have to owe me like 20 galaxies after this one. I play this game. Nice, Wes. There's a fly ball hit a mile high, but it is foul. John says, maybe you're right, but I've always been taught that retire the side means 3 up, 3 down. Yeah, I think it's definitely up for interpretation. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Gabe. Here she comes. Swinging a fly ball, hit into left field. Ivy underneath it. Waits for it to drop out the night sky for the final out of the inning. So, the Ravens retired in order. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Last try for the Firebirds. Third baseman Seagulls leading it off. 8-9-1 upcoming for the Ravens. Bentley asks, are we doing interviews tonight? I think so. I don't know. As he takes strike one, 0-1. That's a weird camera angle. Seagulls calls time, steps out the box, adjusts the batting gloves. Seagulls tonight has grounded into 2 double plays, a 3-6-1 double play and a 6-3 double play. That was in the 4th and in the 6th inning. The 0-1. Up high, ball 1. So the count evens up to 1 ball and 1 strike. Hasn't been an interview in the last 2 games I saw. Yeah, blessed. They have not been very happy, you know. Swinging a weak ground ball. Capital will take it to the bag himself. Oh, now this will be a tough play, but he is out at first ultimately. So there is out number 1. Here comes Basie, the 9th hole, looking to turn it over right here. Ball 1 up high. Levi says, what is your favorite walk-up song? I don't know. I don't really listen. I have it turned off. But I think, I don't know. I don't know what, I don't think about that question a lot, like what my walk-up song would be. The 1-0 pitch on the way in there for a strike. So the count evens out to 1 ball and 1 strike. As the 1-1 is spiked in the dirt, so the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Hey Jamie, how you doing? Now here comes the set and the 2-1 pitch on the way to Basie. Swing and a miss. Count evens out to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pero dete. I'm sorry, no habla español. Saw says, I'm not even gonna lie, you sound like you could be a real broadcaster for an MLB team. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, I'm still young. I still have time. I'm still thinking about what I want to be. As there's a ground ball down the first base line, hit foul though, just scoots foul. So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Basie. Reganis, future Mariners broadcaster. Bentley, I would die of a heart attack by 55. I don't think I would like that. I need something with lower stakes, you know, like the Carolina Panthers radio play-by-play. The 2-2 pitch on the way, swinging a infield pop-up. Leo takes it, gloves, turns around. Wow! He put some razzle-dazzle on that play. A 6-3 spinning put-out. Whoa, he did a little shimmy at the end. So 6-3, put a star next to it. That was spectacular. Swinging a pop-up foul. RyGuy there makes the catch and ball game over. Sorry, not RyGuy, Pacifica. And that is the ball game. So the Ravens end their 4-game slide. As they improve to now, I believe it is 13-4 in the season. Let's head down to the dugout here. Post-game interview.
What's up, Morgana?
Well, you finally got it done. You ended the losing streak. Arguably the hardest victory, I would say, this season in terms of, you know, just with momentum and everything. But
Yep.
Ninja, I'll start with you. I mean, this losing streak, you know, you haven't exactly been, you know, at your A game, but you did show up tonight. You had that 2-run blast in the 8th. I believe that was almost the dagger, basically, the morale dagger at least. How did you feel
hmm
about tonight's performance?
So the first 0 for 3, I was working through stuff. And then the next two ABs, I kept it simple. I narrowed it down to just looking for fast, winding fast more, and I got 2 hits out of it, including a homer. So really, it was just a matter of me realizing that they've been giving me fast a lot this game, so I need to look for fast and be patient for fast. Even if I don't wind for the pitch, I'm probably going to get a fast strike eventually. So if I just use my eye and trust myself, I'll get one. And I did, and I crushed it.
Yes, you did. In terms of pitching again, you guys do give up runs early in the game, but this time, what was different than the other games is that you came back, and once you got the lead, unlike the other games, you didn't give up the lead. So how do you feel about that?
Felt good. Like our pitching was working after, Leo came off. We got, I believe, 4 scoreless innings in relief.
Yep, RyGuy threw
And
one, and
then that was
Setler threw
enough for
one.
us to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Um.
good. Like, it was a 5-1 point. Leo came off and we held it there. And that's very important because we knew our offense was going to get it going at some point. So it was to keep the score there and keep it there when we took the lead was very important.
Yeah. Um. Yes, that's true. Also, I know last night you had that big statement that you were talking about, cleaning up the fielding and, just playing better defensively because what has been happening was that they get these little bloops in there, these little like plays that are close, but they should have not been really close. It should have been made, and then it leads to like a 2-run, 3-run grand slam home run, and things kind of unraveled up from there. That was like the trend that we were both seeing from Nippon and in Ocala. But I feel like tonight,
hmm
other than a Yankee tab out and maybe a couple infield singles, there was an error, I believe. I forgot who they charged it to. I think it was RyGuy. How did you feel about the fielding tonight?
Way better, way, way better. I believe like a lot of people they did read that message. I know like I wrote a lot, but I left the TLDR, just gotta check it. And I feel like a lot of our players saw that and took it to heart. And it showed tonight. Like you said, we made way, way less errors than we've been doing the last few series. And it was overall pretty much clean baseball. And that's what happens. Like the pitchers, they're more confident if they know their fielders are like tabbed in and knowing what to do with the ball.
Right.
So it instill like I said in my chat yesterday, it instills confidence in the pitcher to pitch how they want to. Because homers will happen, runs will happen, but if they know that their fielders will make routine plays and maybe even make good plays, then it just allows them to pitch with more confidence, and that's what you want out of a pitcher. You don't want your pitcher to be scared and like not confident in his pitching, and next thing you know, he gives up a lot of runs because he's scared about his team like making an error, so he pitches differently.
Yeah.
So it's really encouraging to see, and this is what we need come playoffs: good fielding, good pitching, good offense. Because, like I said, our pitching and offense is very good. It's top five, if not the best in the league. And it was just our fielding that was causing us to lose games. That and like mental. So we got through it. We scored 10 runs. They only and we held them.
Yes, you did. Um, Setler, do you want to? Can I ask you some questions? Maybe not. Maybe he's busy. Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
but tonight. I mean, you guys didn't.
he's usually on mute. I can answer more questions if you want me to.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. I know Leo's not feeling well today, so maybe
Yeah.
maybe not him tonight either. But this. Okay, how do I put this? Well, the bottom of the order has really been make or break for this team. They've always either been like they're either ice cold or they're blazing hot. Tonight they were blazing hot, and obviously they contributed to a lot of the rallies, including the bottom of the seventh and the top of the seventh and the top of the eighth. That 2-run shot from Vada in the seventh, and then solo blast from Gabe and Setler. I mean, what is your reaction to that?
amazing. If our bottom order is doing that, that means we've got a good lineup because they're not really expected to homer, and when they do homer, it's just encouraging for the top order to like be able to replicate that. And seeing like because our bottom order like today especially was very good. Like you said, a lot of those guys homering. So it's just very encouraging to see, and it's good to see that our offense is really solid. Like we scored 11 last game, we scored 10 today. So it's been hot the last few games, which once again, or oh yeah, and we scored 9 the first game of the Ocala series. So we've been scoring 9 or more runs the past 3 games. So it's good to see that our offense is there, and then our pitching's always been there. It's struggled at times, but that's kind of due to fielding, like partly due to fielding, partly due to like mental booming on the mound. I've been the victim of that. So yeah, it's very encouraging.
Yeah, yeah. And do you have any key takeaways that from this game or heading into next game, which will be after the off day, so um,
hmm
Tuesday night that will be back home in Chicago. Do you have any takeaways for the team or for everyone listening and watching?
Some takeaways I'd say is like expect our fielding to stay the same, if not be better next game, and expect like our bats to like be active early on and middle throughout. Because I mean, Una was their best pitcher. He was kind of dealing first few, and then we got to him once he started running out of stamina.
Yeah.
But other than Una, their pitcher, they don't have that much pitching. It might be an Una puppet or it might be someone else, but I have a feeling we're gonna come out like early. I'm gonna be pitching Tuesday if I can show,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and deliver a quality start. Even if I give up some runs, I don't really care about that. All I care about is us winning. So I'll do my best.
All right. And looking ahead, Wednesday and Friday, you guys face the best team in the league right now, the Chicago Breeze.
Yep.
Um, have any reactions to that, or no? Just taking it one game at a time. Just every game is the same. You just move on to the next one. Think of 1-0.
Yeah, so we're kind of like it's right now it's game to game. We're trying to focus for next game, but like coming into Chicago, I think we're mostly confident. I mean, they're a good team, but I believe that with the way we've been going these last few games with our offense and then our fielding coming to light this game, other than a few mishaps, I think we're confident enough to go and take the series against Chicago when we face them Wednesday and Friday. It's going to be a tough series. I guarantee you, it's probably going to be an entertaining one. I think both teams are going to come out firing, but in the end, I think we're going to win and take it.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Now you can ask Miguel and you can just ask Miguel questions. I don't know about Anoma. You can ask them
Wait,
since
what?
they joined. We're doing an interview.
Nah, I'm just chilling.
All right,
All right.
Yankee. Here's the interview you finally got. You couldn't get it last night because everything that happened last night. But tonight you do go 3 for 5, 2 RBI, an RBI double and an RBI triple. How do you feel about tonight's performance?
I'm kind of mad I couldn't hit a home run today.
Yeah, I mean you were a home run short of the cycle, but I mean you still,
Yeah.
regardless, you drive in 2 crucial runs. You you kept the line moving in the top of the seventh, which allowed you guys to take the lead, 6-5. I mean that has to make you feel at least decent, right?
Yeah, I'm just happy that I can help my team win. It's always great.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I do want to talk about though. I believe, where was it? I think it was either like the bottom of the eighth or somewhere along the way. Um, there was a bloop. There was a single into left field, and you were all tabbed. Your reaction to that?
Yeah, I was baiting. I was trying to bait him to go too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, I mean, is that why they moved you from center field to behind the plate so that
Yeah, so
you
I,
can
can- I
all,
can just I can just Judy scroll
yeah,
all
you can
day.
all tab behind home plate instead of
Yeah.
in arguably the one of the most important fielding positions on the field. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good to see you've been moved out of somewhere where you can cause harm. So that's very
Exactly.
relieving to see. Um, do you have any thoughts about how your team performed tonight?
Yo, I was really happy, bro. When I saw Gabriel plays and Setler hit a home run, bro, I was like, I was stunned. Never thought I'd ever see the day come,
I know
but it happened.
they're both contact hitters, and they both hit home runs. Their first home runs on the season in the same inning. I mean, that was
That
crazy.
was special.
Yeah,
I
that
got a
was
little
special.
emotional when I saw it. Bro, like when I saw Setler hit the home run, bro, I just saw prime Setler just flash into my eyes. Like it was crazy.
Yeah. Can you imagine all the TikTok posts I'm gonna milk off of those two now?
I know, bro. They post.
The Unks hit the homers in the same inning, just
I,
showing the power of age.
yes, man. Old man strength. Have you ever heard of that? It's like
I have heard of that.
that.
You
That's what it
know,
was. Old man strength. That they
it was old
powered it.
man strength. Power through it. It was insane.
Both of them cutscenes. Both of them cutscenes. That
Yeah.
insane. Settlers one
I
actually
don't think
broke
I've
my
ever
camera.
seen. Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Gabriel cutscene. I've seen him homer, but I've never seen him cutscene. So that was pretty tough. I can't lie.
No,
Seen
yeah,
him
for sure.
cutscene that.
Yeah, yeah, cause yeah, I mean those guys are definitely contact hitters, little bloops, little bleeders down the line. But yeah, to see them both go two cutscenes in the same inning, that that got to make you feel some kind of special. But yeah, any final thoughts either from anyone in here, Miguel or Ninja?
Now I'm about to hop on the
Hmm.
big Fortnite.
Okay, well,
Not really. That was good.
I think I'll wrap it up from here. Well, yes, folks, it's a 10-5 victory for the Ravens here in Arizona. They finally eat the frog after going on that 4-game slump. They improved to 13-4 in the season, and this will take you back to Chicago on Tuesday night, where we complete the 2-game series against the Firebirds. Then followed by Chicago Breeze Wednesday and Friday. Friday will be the home game, so make sure you're there for that. Capitalist returns on Tuesday, I believe. So no more lonely boots. It'll be a fun night for me as well. Don't forget our upcoming events
Hooray.
in the ballpark. Sunday night, Southside Story Broadway night when the Bombers come to town. Aloha Shirt night when the Heat come to town on Tuesday. And Cowboy Rodeo night on Wednesday when the Rebels come to town. Yes, it's an action-packed week, and we can't wait to see you down at Rate Field. But from Chase Field, it's Morgana signing off a 10-5 solid victory here in Arizona. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow for IPU.